AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
And all of a sudden, he's the hottest commodity on planet Earth. Ryan Windhorst of ESPN believes Julius Randle is one of the most intriguing players in the NBA this season and could be a very attractive trade piece. Because of that $29 million, he's an extraordinary tradable. The Knicks do still have a couple of first-round picks they can move. All right, big man.
Can you pull up the trade proposal that they had with who we get from Charlotte? Because it was a 3-team trade. Why don't you see this horrific?
This is Bleacher Report with their clickbait that y'all don't complain about. You just complain about it on Twitter and give them all the highlights in the world, but never us. A 3-team from Bleacher Report, a 3-team Julius Randle trade that would get New York Knicks to bite. The Knicks getting Grant Williams from the Hornets, Nick Richards from the Hornets, about $16 million for Randle leaving, and a $2 million trade exception. I guess they're trying to let go of Jericho Sims in this trade. So the Knicks would get Grant Williams, Nick Richards, some money, send Julius Randle and Jericho Sims to the Hornets, and the Wizards are involved in this trade where they're sending Marvin Bagley and Corey Kispert, and the Wizards would get Josh Green, Cody Martin, and 2 picks. But this would essentially be Julius Randle and Jericho Sims for Grant Williams and Nick Richards. Where are we with this?
I look at it two different ways. I'm going
to see you keep a straight face. Go ahead.
I can laugh with y'all right now.
Thank you.
I can laugh with y'all. I can laugh with y'all right now. Right? And say this, like, what is that? Right? But I could also say, if we starting to feel like there's too many cooks in the kitchen, if we starting to feel like it's getting a little crowded in terms of field goal attempts per game, how many shots is Cats getting? We don't know what this is gonna look like in certain Mikal Bridges into our lineup. We know this gonna be seamless in terms of effort and how he's gonna play. He's gonna play hard every night, right? But that's a brother that was just coming off of averaging over 20 a night, right? That's a brother that's upped his offensive game. So I don't think he's coming in here to be a guy that's gonna get stuck in the corner. So I'm not saying that I like that particular deal, but it may be a deal like that where we don't get an all-star back, OG. We might get role players back, depth pieces back, draft picks back. It might not be Julius Randle for player X who's an all-star. I don't think that's going to happen. So it's funny because I see Grant Williams' name, I see Nick Richards' name. That shit is funny. But in all seriousness, it may be a deal similar to that if we do decide to move him.
But so I'm just trying to figure out, my conspiracy theories. This is another way for the media, for whoever, to try to make it difficult for the Knicks to be successful. What we said a while ago, Julius Randle, what is his mindset right now? Every week, he's just being violated and disrespected. This man is an all-star. He's an all-NBA player. He's a double-double guy. He's top 5 power forwards in the NBA, whether you want to believe that or not, whether it's by default or not. His numbers is real. He came to the Knicks and turned the franchise around. Why is he being disrespected like that? And let me say this, Flea. We watch teams win championships with multiple guys that were scorers. Look at Denver. Aaron Gordon came from Orlando. He was the man over there.
Mm-hmm. That was a bad spot. That wasn't a good role for him.
No. I know, but I'm just saying, you go to a team where you have Michael Porter, Murray, Joker, and Aaron Gordon. They made it work. Mm-hmm. You even go when Giannis and them won. Chris Middleton, Giannis, Drew Holiday. They made it work. So look at Golden State. I know this is getting a little, out of hand, but they made it work with Kevin Durant, Curry, and Klay Thompson. Why can't we make it work? Not saying we don't believe it can work, but I'm just saying from the people from the outside.
Yeah.
Why are they trying to tear us down from the inside? Why do we have to trade Randle? Why do we have to worry about is Bridges going to do this or do that? Let me say this. OG Anunoby, to me, is the type of player that he doesn't worry about his numbers. He got his money, he gets the playing time, and he's going to be in the game down the stretch. His job is to be the best defender on the team. I think he understands that. Now, does he wants to touch the ball and be in the rotation of the offense? Of course. But I don't think OG is a 20 a night guy. Yeah, he give you 30 and 40 when he rolling. Why Mikal Bridges can't come over and be the Swiss Army knife? Some days he rolling, some days he's not.
I would love him. I would love him to be that.
Right. But
for him to be his best for us, we may need him to be 15 to 18 tonight.
But Flea, nobody says this when Paul George goes to Philly over there with Maxey and Embiid. Nobody's talking about, it's only one ball. Pause. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to our Knicks and Julius Randle, now we got to worry. Now we have these worries. It's BS. The world is scared. The NBA is nervous because they know whenever the Knicks win a championship, what y'all are going to have to remember, everybody going to have to circle the block. You think people really want to deal with us when we win a championship?
Nah.
Yo, you kidding me?
Not this fan, not us, not this fan base.
So
we're gonna lose our minds.
So I just don't understand why he's being disrespected like that. I don't understand why the Knicks organization is being disrespected like that, as if we can't make this work. We seen it work before he got injured. We was the best team. Now we add a Mikal Bridges. How is that not a plus, Flea? What? So I
love
don't
it.
get it. Yeah, no, I love it.
We entertain. We just entertaining the deal. But I love our team.
Fabian, I would love your opinion, man, on Brian Windhorst and what he said.
I should have pulled up the tweet, but somebody said, "Oh, a two-time All-NBA guy with $29 million left in his contract is a high trade bait." Like, duh, he's two-time All-NBA. Damn it, he's the face of New York. Everybody in the comments is saying it. Without him, none of this happens. None of this happens. I understand the Brunson thing. We all give Brunson his credit. But we are the guys that turn around and went, yo, Randle went from most hated to beloved for us because this doesn't happen without him. The play, of course, everybody can speak to that. But he took less money first. He's about to take less money again if he completes whatever the mission is that they want to do. And talk about whatever Brian Windhorst, I'll pull it up in a second, that we're now contenders for the championship. That conversation wasn't happening. And it wouldn't happen without Julius Randle. And I would have never thought I said that 2 years ago. So is it ridiculous? Nah, because they have a job to do. What else are they going to talk about? What is Brian Windhorst going to talk about? Except report some foul, whatever. But I will say this. We're contenders in the Eastern Conference at minimum for anybody, right? That's what the Raptors were for a while, like 10 years ago in the Eastern Conference. Before Kawhi, with DeRozan. Yeah. Is Julius Randle like our DeMar DeRozan and that trade piece is available? Do you trade him? And if so, for who? AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.